As we welcome our very special delegate, Ms. Sanjay Chauhan, President, Girl of Glory of the United Nations Fund, representing the Vice Chancellor, Amity University of Uttar Pradesh, Noida, and co-patron, the Roman Catholic Spirit, Shooting Sounding, co-patron, AMIMUN' 2025, together with Ms. Anishi Arora, Secretary General, AMIMUN', Ms. Amrita Atri, Charity Affairs, AMIMUN', Chairperson of AMIMUN' for 2025, Professor Dr. Lakshmi Ahuja Ma'am, Professor Dr. Sanjeev Bansal Sir, Additional Pro-Vice Chancellor. Please acknowledge the presence of Ms. Pooja Chauhan Ma'am, Chairperson, Amity Humanity Foundation. I welcome everybody to AMIMUN' conference. That's beautiful. I request everybody to be seated, please. Good morning, everyone. In the global pursuit to achieve excellence, I remember some very beautiful and resonating words which echoes every time. Peace is glory, peace is dignity, peace is love, and peace is amity. Good morning, everyone, dignitaries on and off the days, delegates seated here and joining us virtually, eminent guests, deans, directors, faculty members, students, friends, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you all to the Amity International Model United Nations Conference 2025. The first edition of this coveted event was held in the year 2011, and since then, over 14 years, 14 eminents have carved out a legacy with a rich and proud history of policy making through deliberations which are in sync with the principles of United Nations. Our founder president, Dr. Ashok K. Chauhan sir, our honorable chancellor, Dr. Atul Chauhan sir, and our vice chancellor, Professor Dr. Balwinder Shukla ma'am, have been the pillars under whose leadership and initiative we've been able to embark on such achievements.
Perfection is not attainable, but if we chase perfection, we can catch excellence. After the illustrious success of the previous 13 editions, we are proud to have created a niche for ourselves. The theme for AMIMUN'25 is Optimus ad Optimorum, interpreted as In Pursuit of Excellence. This year's theme serves as a clarion call, reminding us all to strive to be better. Better individuals, better leaders, and better global citizens. It is a celebration of hope, courage, and the determination to create a brighter future.
Indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, we begin all the events in amity by lighting the ceremonial lamp. The lighting of the lamp signifies the acknowledgement and the blessings of the divine. So let us begin today's inaugural ceremony with the invocation of the Almighty to take us on the path of light and truth. Having said that, I'll request all the dignitaries on the dais to kindly proceed to light the ceremonial lamp.
The lighting of the ceremonial lamp will be accompanied by the invocation of the goddess of learning, Goddess Saraswati, who is an embodiment of wisdom and enlightenment. May I request all the dignitaries upon the dais to proceed to light the ceremonial lamp.
तस्य वितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात् महासरस्वती शारदे महासरस्वती शारदे Ma Saraswati Sharade, Ma Saraswati Sharade, Surya Shiva विष्णु प्रसाद जिन चरणों को सेवा तेरे सारे ब्रह्म विष्णु प्रसाद जिन चरणों को सेवा तेरे हम शिशु है पद ज्ञानी माता इन चरणों का प्यार दे माँ सरस्वती शारदे माँ सरस्वती शारदे माँ सरस्वती शारदे.
Very good. Thank you.
That's beautiful as we imbibe in us the values of the goddess of learning. Let there be light and let we all remove the ignorance and darkness in our hearts. Let us all pave on the way of being enlightened with the knowledge and intellect by seeking the blessings of the divine. Thank you, everyone.
Excellence is not a 1 week or a 1 year idea. It is constant. The United Nations, over the past 75 years, has broadened the perspectives on human rights, environmental conservation, and sustainable development for the world community, besides striving for peace and harmony among nations. AMIMUN'25 promises a world-class hybrid conference for our delegates, helping them take a step closer to becoming the change makers of tomorrow. While keeping in mind the steady developments of the contemporary world, the theme for AMIMUN 2025 is Optimus ad Optimorum in pursuit of excellence. It reminds us of the values contained in Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam with the innate message of tolerance, brotherhood, and camaraderie. We hope to develop new technical pathways for the holistic development, and with that, we envision building a world of peace. The function of leadership is to produce more leaders, not more followers. On this note, I now request the Secretary General, Amity International Model United Nations 2025, Ms. Amishi Arora, to address the gathering.
Thank you. Honorable dignitaries, esteemed faculty, and distinguished delegates, welcome to the 14th edition of AMIMUN, a legacy conference that not only exemplifies the pursuit of diplomacy, but also stands as a testament to our shared vision for cooperative pursuit of diplomacy and also a harmonious world. It is a great privilege to address you all today as we embark on a journey defined by courage, intellect, and an unwavering commitment to excellence. AMIMUN is more than just a conference. It is a movement. For the past 14 years, it has been a hallmark for excellence, challenging norms, and igniting solutions to the most pressing global issues. This year, we unite under the theme Optimus ad Optimorum in pursuit of excellence, a reflection of values that drive this conference forward, continuous growth, unwavering dedication, and the belief that excellence is not a destination but a journey. I would like to take a moment to express my to our Honorable Founder President, Dr. Ashok K. Chauhan, whose unshakable belief in the transformative power of youth leadership has inspired generations. To our Honorable Chancellor, Dr. Atul K. Chauhan, and Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. Balwinder Shukla, whose guidance and encouragement have laid the foundation for countless successes. And to our esteemed Chairperson, Dr. Lakshmi Ahuja, and Co-Chairperson, Dr. Bidisha Banerjee, your unwavering support has been instrumental in shaping AMIMUN into a global platform for ideas and dialogue. With your blessings and visionary leadership, this conference continues to thrive as a space where young minds are empowered to lead, innovate, and create meaningful change. Your belief in the potential of youth, coupled with your commitment to fostering diplomacy, is the cornerstone of this legacy. Our theme, in pursuit of excellence is more than just a call to action. It is a commitment. It serves as a reminder that excellence is not merely a goal, but a standard we hold ourselves to in every endeavor, in academics, innovation, character, and our contributions to society. At AMIMUN, this spirit of excellence defines who we are and how we lead. It resonates in the debates that we unfold here, the ideas exchanged, and the solutions crafted within these halls. To our delegates, next 3 days are not just an academic exercise, they are an opportunity. As Kofi Annan wisely said, you are never too young to lead, you are never too old to learn. Let these deliberations challenge you to think beyond borders, to reimagine what is possible, and to lead with conviction. The world needs your fresh perspectives, your innovative solutions, and above all, your unwavering resolve to create a better tomorrow. As Antonio Guterres, the Secretary General of United Nations, has profoundly stated, we must act together, and we must act now, because the future depends on our choices. It is through your choices, how you engage, how you think critically, and how you act through your choices and through your courage that your legacy will be written. AMIMUN 2025 is not just another model United Nations, it is a legacy, a defining chapter in our relentless pursuit of excellence. And I have no doubt that each of you will leave this conference inspired, enriched, and empowered to lead with purpose and passion. Thank you. And I wish you a transformative and impactful experience at AMIMUN 2025. Let us begin this journey together where excellence is not an option, it is our destiny. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Miss Amishi Arora, for such encouraging words. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. I would now request Professor Dr. Lakshmi Ahuja Ma'am, Chairperson AMIMUN 2025 and Deputy Dean Students Welfare, to present the opening remarks. Ma'am, please.
Thank you. Good morning, distinguished guests, esteemed dignitaries, respected faculty members, and my dear students. On the dais, guest of honor, Ambassador Ruchira Kambos, esteemed guest, Mr. Mamdou Berry, esteemed guest, Ms. Sanjana Chauhan, our chief guest, Mr. Suzuki Takashi, Dr. Ashok K. Chauhan, Honorable Founder President, Sir, Dr. Atul Chauhan, Sir, Honorable Chancellor, Professor Dr. Balvinder Shukla, Ma'am, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Ma'am, respected Pooja, Ma'am, Additional Pro Vice Chancellor, Sanjeev Bansal, Sir. It is with great pride and enthusiasm that I welcome you all to the 14th edition of the MET International Model United Nations AMIMUN 25. Since 2011, AMIMUN has evolved into an unparalleled platform for intellectual exchange, fostering global citizenship, leadership, and diplomacy among young minds. We are thrilled to share that AMIMUN 25 have received an overwhelming response with 1,100 plus delegates registering for this edition, representing 70 domestic colleges, 9 international institutes. This extraordinary turnout reinforces the impact and reach of AMIMUN as a leading platform for fostering dialogue and collaborations, with 2 online committees and 7 offline committees. We envision to touch all the aspects and reflections of the working of these UN committees. Also in action today, we have Girl Up Gorby President and many members of this Girl Up Gorby chapter of the United Nations Fund, which shows the zeal and enthusiasm of this grand event. This year theme, Optimus ad Optimurum, meaning in pursuit of excellence, reflects our unwavering commitment to cultivating leaders who can navigate the complexities of a rapidly evolving world with empathy, intellectual agility, and a deep sense of responsibility. AMIMUN is not merely a conference, it is a transformative journey where ideas converge to shape meaningful actions. At the heart of this grand initiative lies the visionary leadership and support of our founder president, Sir Dr. Ashok K. Chauhan, whose guidance inspires us to set new benchmarks for excellence. We also owe immense gratitude to our Chancellor, Sir Dr. Atul Chauhan, whose passion and foresight empower students to dream big and achieve the holistic development. Our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Ma'am, Professor Dr. Balwinder Shukla, Ma'am, has been a constant pillar of support, fostering an environment that encourages academic rigor, innovation, and inclusivity. To our delegates, I welcome you to experience this essence of AMIMUN'25. Your passion, intellect, and commitment to dialogue and diplomacy has breathed life into this conference. Over the next 3 days, I encourage you to immerse yourself fully, challenge ideas, broaden perspectives, and foster meaningful connections. None of this would have been possible without the commendable and extraordinary effort put in by the entire Secretariat and organizing committee members, and the unwavering support of our faculty organizing committee. Your relentless efforts have laid the foundation for a truly extraordinary event. As we embark on this journey of excellence, let us remember that every resolution passed, every debate concluded, and every idea shared has the power to inspire change. Together, let's make AMIMUN 2025 a beacon of knowledge, diplomacy, and global unity. Thank you, everyone. Let the pursuit of excellence begin. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, Professor Dr. Lakshmi Ahuja, Ma'am, Chairperson, AMIMUN 2025. Indeed, we all need to inspire the change. Our Honorable Chancellor, Dr. Atul Chauhan sir, says that together we can change the world, and so we all have to put in our efforts. And having said that, our founder president, Dr. Ashok K. Chauhan sir, is watching us right from the time we all entered the hall and even before that, and is blessing us every moment. Having said that, I remember that success is all because of learning, perseverance, hard work and sacrifice, and much more than that is love what you do. Having said that, personifying this very thought we have with us, with utmost respect and honor, Professor Dr. Balwinder Shukla, Ma'am, Honorable Vice Chancellor of Amity University, Uttar Pradesh, and also the co-patron of AMIMUN 2025. Madam has an experience of more than 3 decades, which comprises of rich scholarly experience in industry and academia. Madam has been endowed with many awards, including Lifetime Achievement Award, Vice Chancellor of the Year Award, and the Sushma Swaraj Stri Shakti Samman Award, among some of them. Ma'am is our guiding light, and Ma'am has supported us right from the very beginning. Ma'am is the pillar of strength and support for AMIMUN 2025. With these words of respect, I'll request Madam Vice Chancellor to kindly address the gathering.
Before that, can I request Dr. Lakshmi Ahuja, Dr. Vidisha, and Dr. Anil Sarawat to wish ma'am on her wedding anniversary with a flower bouquet, please?
This is the most touching moment of the day. It's Madam Vice Chancellor's wedding anniversary. Let's have a round of applause and wish Madam Vice Chancellor a very happy wedding anniversary from hundreds and thousands of delegates who joined us at AMIMUN 2025 conference. Wishing you so much of love and happiness from all the Amity Education Group family. Honorable Madam Vice Chancellor, will pray to God that God gives you all happiness and success. Presenting Madam Vice Chancellor.
Most respected, Honorable Founder President, Sir, our dynamic Chancellor, Dr. Atul Chauhan ji, a very special guest on the dais, Mr. Suzuki Takashi, Chief Director General, JETRO India, Ambassador Ruchira Kamboj, Mr. Mamadou Bari, Second Secretary of Social Culture Affairs of the Embassy of Guinea, a very dear Sanjana Chauhan, President of Girls of Garvi, my esteemed colleagues, and most important that Miss Amishi Arora, Secretary General of AMIMUN'25, the great leader, and Amrzat Charity Affairs, and our very respected dear Chairperson Pooja Chauhanji, who is sitting in the midst of us. Very good morning. I, on behalf of our Honorable Founder President, Honorable Chancellor, and on my personal behalf, I extend very warm welcome to all the distinguished guests, heads of institution, faculty members, the delegates for the 14th edition of Amity International Model United Nations Conference, AMIMUN'25, on the theme Optimus et Optimor, which is in pursuit of excellence. And I heartily welcome our eminent guests for the day. And it has been really, a great pleasure to welcome all the guests. Mr. Sujiki Takashi, Chief Director General JETRO, Ambassador Ruchira Kamboj, Madam, and Mr. Madhama Berry, Second Secretary, and very dear Sanjana Chauhanji, and she's very, very special for us, especially that she's a great leader, and also she's the very dear daughter of our dynamic Chancellor Dr. Tul Chauhanji and Chairperson Amity Humanity Foundation, Madam Pooja Chauhanji. And it's an honor to welcome you as the President of Girl UP Abgorvi. I'm immensely thankful to all of you for sparing your time and being here in the inaugural session. AMIMUN was initiated in 14 years back from the MT School of Engineering and Technology by initiative of one of the students. And our Honorable Founder President, Honorable Chancellor, always say that every student will be a success story. And taking initiatives are very important. The initiative of one of the students, blessings by Honorable Founder President, blessings by Honorable Chancellor. Today it has turned to such a big event where we are having the participants, over 1,000 participants from 25 states and 10 countries like USA, UK, Germany, UAE, Canada, Turkey, Russia, Western Europe, Switzerland, Australia, and others, and show that what Honorable Founder President has envisioned and what our Honorable Chancellor has led, guided us, that it has become a truly, truly a global event. And I'm sure under the leadership of this year's student team, under the guidance of Dr. Lakshmi Ahuja, mentorship of Dr. Anil Sherawat, and this year's everyone is surpassing the previous benchmarks and will set the new benchmarks for the future teams to look at and set the high targets for themselves. As Chairperson Dr. Lakshmi has already shared that there are 2 online committees and the 7 offline committees, and I'm sure the discussion in these committees are going to be very intense, focusing on the various important aspects, relevant aspects to each committee. The benefit of participating in this AMIMUN are many, right from the diplomacy and the negotiation skills, which are very important in the international environment, and which can only be achieved if you have the research and knowledge. That means a lot of reading and is required. Public speaking and communications, critical thinking, networking, which will give you this opportunity, teamwork, cultural understanding, and leadership development, personal growth, and also having the experience of the simulation of UN processes. So I'm saying all the participants who are here or online, they are going to be immensely benefited by participating in this conference. I'm extremely thankful to UNESCO, UNSCR, and all other collaborations for extending their support and their help with us to make AMIMUN'25 a reality larger than what was envisioned by the team. To each student participant who has joined us today as a delegate, or a reporter, or photographer, or caricature, or any other role, I just want to say that at AMIMUN 2025, we would provide you with a platform that will present you to lead for a better tomorrow. I wish you all a stimulating and enriching experience during the AMIMUN'25, which you will cherish for all times to come. And the most important, the relationship, the friendships, the bonds that you will develop during this AMIMUN conference will be with you for forever. May this platform inspire you to lead with the courage, collaborate with the empathy, and innovate with purpose. May this, together, let us make this um, event such that if it takes one step closer to the shaping a world where the pursuit of excellence drives innovation, inspires growth, and fosters a relentless commitment to making a positive impact on the society. And as we have, our Honorable Prime Minister have vision Viksit Bharat 2047, I'm sure this M1 conference will also contribute in big way because the minds with the innovation, minds with the creativity, minds with the leadership will surely lead to the develop the future leaders. I would like to also appreciate the unequivocally hard work and the marvelous commitment of the core student organizing committee, faculty mentors led by Dr. Anil Sharawat as the mentor of the AMIMUN, Dr. Lakshmi Ahuja and Dr. Vidisha Banerjee as a chair and co-chair of AMIMUN 2025, all the committee members who have worked tirelessly to make this conference a grand success. Your efforts embody the ethos of optimum at optimum, and I'm sure that it will create a ripple effect in times to come. Once again, we extend a very warm welcome to all the distinguished guests on the dais and all the delegates, participants from across the globe, offline, online, and wish a great success of AMIMUN 2025. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Honorable Madam Vice Chancellor, for your blessings and guidance. I'm sure with your wonderful address, all the young illuminated minds here are paving that way towards Viksit Bharat.
Girl Up was founded by the United Nations in 2010 as an initiative to support United Nations agencies that focus on adolescent girls. Today, we have one such Girl Up chapter, Girl Up Gauravi, representing pride and respect amongst us at this conference. Girl Up Gauravi aims to showcase the honor of being a girl and to support other girls and women in their journey through advocacy, leadership, education, and awareness across the globe. Advocating this very cause today, we have with us Ms. Sanjana Chauhan, the president of Girl Up Gauravi, representing 28 Amity schools in India and all the Amity schools overseas. It is with great delight that I now invite Ms. Sanjana Chauhan, the president of Girl Up Gauravi, to address this gathering. Thank you so much. A very good morning, everyone, esteemed dignitaries on and off the dais, delegates to the conference, ladies and gentlemen. It's a profound honor to be here today, standing amid such inspiring individuals, each driven by a shared passion to create a better world. As the president of Girl Up Gaudvi, a platform dedicated to empowering girls and amplifying their voices across India and overseas, I feel deeply privileged to share my views with all of you. Optimus ad Optimorum, the theme of AMIMUN 2025, emphasizes the importance of excellence in diplomacy and thoughtful engagement with global issues. At Girl Up Gaudvi, our mission goes beyond advocacy. It's about action. We strive to build a future where every girl has equal opportunities to lead, learn, and thrive. Our initiative focuses on education, gender equity, and fostering leadership among young girls, helping them to realize their potential and break down societal barriers. What truly inspires me is the resilience of the girls we work with, their courage to dream against all odds, and their determination to make those dreams a reality. It reminds me that empowerment isn't just about giving resources or creating opportunities. It's about cultivating confidence and fostering the belief that they are capable of achieving greatness. Girl Up Gauravi envisions to see a world where there is peace, literacy, technical and social development, and where there is gender equality, a world where everyone feels safe and secure to live in. Girl Up Gauravi focuses on the SDG goals, primarily SDG 3's admixture of mental health awareness. Today, there are currently 2.4 billion young people ages 10 to 29 living in the world, the largest youth population in history. Out of these, majority resides in developing nations. Why is youth so important? Because young people have extremely strong values of tolerance and social cohesion. They inspire to live a life of dignity for all. They're committed to peace. They're champions for development and change in communities and societies. From innovative solutions for climate change to prevention of conflict and peace building, they're essential contributors to change. Together, as we come together in this space, let us reaffirm our commitment to creating a more inclusive and equitable world. Let us remember that small steps lead to big changes and that each of us has the power to make that difference. To all the young leaders here today, your being here today is a step in the direction of your commitment to creating a brighter future. I urge you to embrace your individuality, celebrate your strengths, and never underestimate the power of your voice. Together, we can build a world where equality is not just an ideal, but a lived reality for everyone. I congratulate all the UN committees of AMI-MUN 2025, both online and offline, and envisage to bring forth meaningful deliberations and thoughtful actions. Let's work together to build a better world. Thank you for having me here, and I look forward to creating meaningful change.
Wonderful and beautiful address, ladies and gentlemen. Ms. Sanjana Chauhan is the president of Girl Up Gauravi, representing all the amity schools in India and overseas. So, briefly speaking, she is the face of young amity in the United Nations. Let's have a round of applause for her. In the same breath, I will now request Ms. Amishi Arora, Secretary General, AMI-MUN 2025, to present the Tulsi sapling to Ms. Sanjana Chauhan, President Girl Up Gauravi, honoring and felicitating Ms. Sanjana Chauhan today at the AMI-MUN 2025 conference. Thanks, Ms. Sanjana Chauhan, for your presence and for the wonderful motivational address. This has inspired everyone here, all the young minds here, from modern United Nations to the United Nations. Let's be the change and inspire the change. I'll now request Mr. Jay Yadav, Director General, AMI-MUN 2025 conference, to present a shawl to Ms. Sanjana Chauhan, President, Girl Up Gauravi. And I'll now request Professor Dr. Lakshmi Ahuja, Chairperson, AMI-MUN 2025, to present a memento to Ms. Sanjana Chauhan, President, Girl Up Gauravi, representing all the amity schools in India and overseas. Joining us on the stage are also our guests, Ambassador Ruchira Kamboj ma'am, former permanent representative of India to UN at New York and former Ambassador of India to Bhutan, Mr. Mohammad Obari, Second Secretary of Socio-Cultural Affairs at the Embassy of Guinea. Joining us, Mr. Suzuki Takashi, Chief Director General, JETRO India. Joining us, Professor Dr. Balwinder Shukla, Ma'am, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. Vidisha Banerjee, Co-Chairperson, AMIMUN 2025. Thank you so much, everybody, for these felicitations. This memento will always be remembered that this day was here when all of us were here and deliberated on Optimus ad Optimorum. And what is the meaning of that? Everybody here? In pursuit of excellence. Presenting a shawl showcases the love and warmth. Thank you, Madam Vice Chancellor, for doing the honors. With the gracious presence of Ambassador Ruchira Kamboj, ma'am, that has added more value to the conference, together with our chief guest, Mr. Suzuki Takashi, Director General, JETRO India, and Mr. Mohammed Duberi, Second Secretary of Socio-Cultural Affairs at the Embassy of Guinea, New Delhi. The time stands still with a beautiful address of Ms. Sanjana Chauhan, President Girl of Gauravi. For Gauravi represents pride and honor. Representing advocacy, leadership, education, and awareness across the globe, Girl of Gauravi is one such endeavor of the United Nations Fund to support and empower the adolescent girls across the globe. Because when girls rise, we all rise is the maxim of the Girl Up. A huge round of applause for Ms. Sanjana Chauhan, President Girl of Gauravi, representing all elementary schools in India and overseas. AMIMUN conference stands tall every year, and this year's theme is Optimus ad Optimum. So let us all begin a journey in pursuit of excellence.
Excellence is not an act, but a habit. Embodying excellence and joining us today on this illustrious dais is our guest of honor, Ambassador Ruchira Kamboj. She's the former permanent representative of India to the United Nations at New York and the former ambassador of India to Bhutan. Ma'am has over 35 years of distinguished service in India's foreign affairs, holding key diplomatic positions such as the ambassador to Bhutan, the ambassador to UNESCO in Paris, and the chief of protocol to the government of India. She was the first woman to serve as India's permanent representative at the United Nations, breaking barriers in international diplomacy. She was instrumental in securing the history first passage of a United Nations resolution co-sponsored by nearly 190 countries, which emphasized the sacrifices of peacekeepers and their vital role in the global peace and security. I request respected ma'am to please address the gathering.
Delegates, faculty, and fellow guests. Good morning, everybody. Needless to say, I am absolutely delighted to be here, and I would really like to thank Amity University for inviting me and for giving me this opportunity to interact with this absolutely wonderful audience. So thank you for that. Now let us begin with a simple question. And I will pose the question to you in the audience. What does it mean to pursue excellence? Or simply put, what is excellence? Is it the perfection of a skill? The unyielding resolve to overcome obstacles? Or Is it the relentless drive to create something greater than ourselves? Well, I don't have to answer this question. I think Amishi Arora has answered this already. She said, and I noted that very carefully, that excellence is not a destination, it is a journey. I think that's what you said. Well, absolutely, you're right. That's my own personal experience also. I would say it's a journey that has defined human progress and shaped the world we live in today. But just one point here, Amishi. I would say that from the rebuilding of nations after war to the collaborative spirit that forged the United Nations, history teaches us that excellence is not born in comfort, but in adversity. So let me take you back to 1945, when the United Nations was born. It was born from the debris of World War II. All of you know that. But amid the rubble of cities and broken spirits, leaders came together in San Francisco to create something extraordinary, the United Nations. They dared to envision a global institution committed to maintaining peace, fostering human rights and development. This was a moment where the pursuit of excellence transcended borders, ideologies, and conflicts. It was a testament to humanity's capacity to unite for a common purpose. Now, my second question to the audience, my second question to all of you. What makes excellence so universal and yet so personal? And let me give you 3 examples here, 3 quick examples. First and foremost, something that I think Sanjana also referred to, the Sustainable Development Goals, or the SDGs, as we say so in the United Nations. They were forged in 2015. Now, what are the SDGs? Quite simply, all of you know that, but quite simply, it's a blueprint for fight. And these goals remind us that excellence is not about perfection. It is about persistence. It is about showing up every day to confront issues that seem insurmountable. My second example, the eradication of smallpox. It was a moment of global unity and scientific triumph. But what did it take to get there? It took decades of collaboration, countless setbacks, and unwavering commitment to achieve a goal that saved millions of lives. So according to me, this is what excellence looks like in action: resilience, cooperation, and of course, the courage to dream big. And the third example is from my own very recent stint at the United Nations. The date was 21 June 2023. And I don't think it takes a genius to guess what 21st June is all about. Take a guess. International Yoga Day. Well, it was International Yoga Day at the United Nations, except that this International Day was very, very special. Guess why? Who was the guest of honor that day? It was Prime Minister Narendra Modi. He was at the United Nations. He was the guest of honor, and I was the ambassador who had been given the impossible task of So what was the impossible task for me? To set, quite simply, a Guinness World Record. A Guinness World Record for what, you might ask me? For the maximum number of nationalities who might have attended any yoga session. So the previous record, by the way, was 120 nationalities in one yoga session. So I was to break that record. Guess what was the time frame to do that? 3 weeks. Just 3 weeks. It was a very aggressive time frame. There were many other factors that made it seem impossible for me. Well, the time of the event, it would be 7 a.m. in the morning on 21st June 2023. Now, 7 a.m., you know that for anyone to come for a 7 a.m. function with extremely high security, you have to get up at 4 a.m. And there are many people who will live in the suburbs of New York, many ambassadors and delegates. Why on earth, on a working day, would they get up at 4 a.m. just to attend a yoga session? Well, I was up against all these challenges and I told my team, we have just 3 weeks. Get ready to forego sleep. You will be working 18 hours a day. So what did we do? Well, we did just that. We worked 18 hours a day for 3 weeks. We lived, we breathed International Yoga Day. And let me tell you, for those of you who might set Guinness World Records in the future, I'm sure there are plenty in this room. It's a very serious business. You have to contact the Guinness people. And they have very, very formal parameters. You have to fulfill all those parameters. And they bring a team when you're trying to set the record to ensure that all those parameters are met. And I was told by the head there that in case you don't meet X or Y parameter, well, the whole exercise is over. Now, you can imagine how high the stakes were, what the pressure was. You just had to do it. So what did we do? We went on war mode. It was a battle in those 3 weeks. But we made it, of course. You know that. And ultimately, I was given the Guinness World Record by the representative in the presence of the Prime Minister. And it was a very proud moment for all of us. But if you ask me, what was the one thing that really made it possible? Let me tell you, one of you have already mentioned it here from the stage. It was the passion. It was the passion. That is the starting point, I would say, for anything in life. You just have to be passionate. Of course, there was a lot of hard work. There was dedication. There was sleepless nights and all of that. But the passion, the courage, the firm belief that you have in yourself and the singular focus. Very much like the case of Eklavya in the Mahabharata. That's the kind of focus you need also sometimes to achieve excellence and success. Well, enough about the examples. I just want to say one more thing. As college students, all of you, you are at the threshold of becoming the next generation of leaders, thinkers, innovators. So the pursuit of excellence, according to me, begins here, on this very stage, at this very moment, in this very room. But let me challenge you here. And this is what I told your chef de cabinet, Dayanidhi, when he came to receive me this morning. By the way, we got stuck in an impossible traffic jam, which is why I was late. Excellence is not just about academic achievements. It's not just that. Or professional success. It's not just about professional success. Also, it is also about ethical excellence. Having the integrity to stand for what is right, even when it is unpopular. It is about collaborative excellence, the example that I gave to you about the Guinness World Record, building bridges in a world increasingly defined by walls. And Model United Nations is a microcosm of this reality. Here, all of you will negotiate over the next 2-3 days. You will debate and you will compromise also. Mirroring the complexities of global diplomacy, these are not just simulations, may I remind you. They are opportunities for all of you to practice. To practice what? The art of listening, the power of dialogue, and the value of empathy. So what I will say is that if we are to pursue excellence, let's channel some of that towards some of the challenges that the world faces today. And what are those challenges? You know them. You know them as well as I do. Climate change. That's what I was told by Dayanidhi. He said, ma'am, you must speak about climate change. Well, as young leaders, you have the power to demand and design solutions. Imagine a future where technological excellence drives the green revolution, making clean energy accessible to all. Or about human rights. Excellence in advocacy is more than raising slogans. It is about ensuring that no voice is left unheard. Boy or girl, man or woman, whether it's gender equality, racial justice, or the rights of refugees, excellence lies in unwavering commitment and global peace. History has shown us that peace is not merely the absence of war, it is the presence of justice, opportunity, and dialogue. Diplomacy is the pursuit of peace through excellence in negotiation and trust building. So, my last question for this morning to all of you, how can you as students, tell me, how can you as students pursue excellence today? Well, number one, set high intentions. Dream big, as I said. Dream big, but dream responsibly. Let your goals align with the betterment of humanity. Number two, collaborate. Collaborate globally. Embrace diversity, I would say. Not just as a principle, because I know it's a word we love to use, diversity, but as a strength. In our differences lies the potential for innovation. And finally, act locally. Excellence begins with small actions. Volunteer. Volunteer in your community. Advocate for sustainability. And lead by example. Pretty much what the Prime Minister of India has said, mission life. If you want to keep the planet clean and green, begin with small actions. Now, very often you would have heard of this famous saying that the reward of a thing well done is to have done it. So I would say in closing that excellence is not about applause, it is not about recognition. It is about leaving the world better than you found it. As delegates here in this model United Nations, as students shaping the future, and as citizens of the world, let us not settle for mediocrity. Let us dare to pursue excellence in our words, in our actions, and in our vision for tomorrow. All of you would have heard of Ralph Waldo Emerson, the very famous American essayist, someone whom I respect myself very much. And he had said something that has always stayed with me. And I will quote him verbatim as I conclude my speech. Do not go where the path may lead. Do not go where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path and leave a trail. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your enlightening address. You're truly a source of inspiration to us all.
The quality of a man's life is in direct proportion to his commitment to excellence. On this note, I would now like to call upon our guest of honor, Mr. Mamadou Barry, Second Secretary of the Socio-Cultural Affairs at the Embassy of Guinea, New Delhi. He coordinates and maintains the operational activities of the United Nations system in Guinea. He has led several missions to Indian universities to establish collaboration with Guinean students in the field of engineering, computer science, and telecommunication. Sir, can we please have you on stage?
Good morning, everyone. Namaste. Francis, je voulais que tu leur dises que la structure Amity International Model United Nations est une structure à l'image des agences de système des Nations Unies, donc qu'ils me permettent de m'exprimer en français ici. Non, je ne voulais pas que tu traduises, je voulais lire comme ça. On peut répéter encore plus une phrase. Après, je dis Amity United Nations. Le thème, quoi, c'est une structure à l'image du système des Nations Unies. Donc, qui me permet de m'exprimer en français. Non, c'est exprimer. Oui, non, je n'ai pas écrit ça. C'est juste dicté. Non, je veux voir juste. Non, juste pour lire.
Hello everyone. As the theme is Amity International Model United Nations. So our sir is asking your permission to allow him to speak in French language because it is his native language. Thank you so much.
And you will keep on translating.
Thank you, thank you. Mesdames et messieurs, respectés dignitaires, honorables invités, distingués participants, mesdames et messieurs, c'est avec un immense honneur que je prends la parole aujourd'hui devant vous, au nom de son Excellence, M. Alassane Conté, ambassadeur de la République de Guinée près la République de l'Inde. À l'occasion de cette 14e édition de Amity International Model United Nations 2025, placée sous le thème « À la poursuite de l'excellence ». Alors, tout d'abord, permettez-moi de saluer et de remercier les organisateurs pour leur engagement et leur vision. Votre contribution témoigne déjà de cette quête de l'excellence que nous célébrons aujourd'hui. En effet, dans un monde marqué par des défis complexes tels que le changement climatique, la transformation numérique, Comme vous le savez, ce thème aussi ambitieux qu'inspirant revêt une importance toute particulière et colle parfaitement avec les défis et les ambitions de notre époque. En effet, dans un monde marqué par des défis complexes tels que le changement climatique, la transformation numérique et les inégalités sociales, la quête de l'excellence s'impose comme un impératif d'unir nos forces pour bâtir un avenir commun fondé sur le partage des connaissances et de bonnes pratiques. Mesdames et messieurs, ce thème nous interpelle à plus d'un titre. Il nous invite à réfléchir sur les moyens de mobiliser nos ressources intellectuelles, humaines et matérielles pour atteindre les résultats qui reflètent le meilleur de nos capacités. C'est pourquoi notre rôle en tant que décideurs, éducateurs, leaders, est d'encourager non seulement les générations présentes et futures à poursuivre l'excellence dans tous les domaines, mais aussi et surtout dans le cadre du renforcement des relations bi- et multilatérales. De même, il est crucial de rappeler que cette quête de l'excellence exige de faire preuve de discipline, d'humilité et d'un engagement constant envers les valeurs telles que l'intégrité, la persévérance et le respect de l'éthique. En outre, il ne faut jamais perdre de vue que l'excellence implique aussi une capacité à apprendre de ces échecs. Car, comme le disait Nelson Mandela, je ne perds jamais. Soit j'apprends, soit je gagne, soit j'apprends. Enfin, il est impossible de parler d'excellence sans évoquer son rôle dans le progrès et le développement durable. Quand nous prenons l'exemple, par exemple, sur les avancées scientifiques ou technologiques, elles sont le fruit d'un travail continu et rigoureux visant à améliorer la qualité de vie de l'humanité. De même, dans nos communautés, viser l'excellence, c'est aussi encourager à promouvoir l'éducation de qualité, renforcer la justice sociale et l'innovation. C'est par ces actions concrètes que nous pouvons bâtir un monde plus juste et durable. Chers participants, vous avez aujourd'hui une opportunité précieuse, celle de partager des idées, d'explorer des perspectives novatrices et de bénéficier de l'expérience des intervenants ici présents. Je voudrais donc vous exhorter à suivre avec une attention soutenue les différentes interactions prévues dans ce programme. Chaque intervention, chaque échange, chaque réflexion est une pierre qui contribue à bâtir un édifice commun orienté vers l'excellence. Pour conclure, je voudrais, au nom de son Excellence, Monsieur l'Ambassadeur, réaffirmer l'engagement de la mission diplomatique, de notre mission diplomatique, à accompagner toutes les initiatives visant à promouvoir l'excellence. Je voudrais également inviter chacun d'entre vous à s'engager résolument dans cette quête de l'excellence, non seulement pour notre épanouissement, mais aussi pour le progrès et le rayonnement de nos nations respectives. Restons déterminés, persévérants et solidaires. C'est ensemble que nous réaliserons des grandes choses. Je vous remercie de votre aimable attention et je souhaite plein succès à nos travaux. Thank you.
Many thanks, Mr. Mamadou Berry, Second Secretary of Socio-Cultural Affairs at the Embassy of Guinea, New Delhi. Your aspirations on climate change and digital improvements upon which the embassy is working is highly commendable, especially the quote of Nelson Mandela, that I never lose, either I win or I learn is the maxim. A huge round of applause once again for Mr. Mamadou Berry. Thank you so much, sir, for the wonderful address. The time stands still as we envision the focus of AMIMUN 2025, focusing on the maxim of optimus ad optimorum.
The art of communication is the language of leadership. The deliberations regarding AMIMUN'25 and the addresses from all of our dignitaries have been compiled in a form of a newsletter. We would now like to release the pre-conference newsletter unraveling the magnificent legacy of the event established by our seniors who have paved the way for us. This newsletter encapsulates reminiscent words from our acclaimed seniors who were driving forces in pioneering this event, with guidance of our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. Balwinder Shukla ma'am. It contains blessings from our Patron-in-Chief, Patron, and words of encouragement from our faculty and our course secretariat. I now request all the dignitaries up on the dais to release the newsletter.
This newsletter is also the vision of our Honorable Founder President, Dr. Ashok K. Chauhan, and Honorable Chancellor, Dr. Atul Chauhan, sir. As the newsletter, the pre-conference newsletter of AMIMUN 2025 gets unraveled at the inaugural session, let's have a round of applause as we learn Grow and achieve more with knowledge, integrity, and excellence in pursuit of excellence, educating today's minds and shaping the leaders of tomorrow. Amity University stands today as a beacon of academic excellence, character development, and creativity, all contained in this pre-conference newsletter of AMIMUN. Many congratulations, everyone, for unraveling the newsletter. Our Honorable Chancellor, Dr. Atul Chauhan's unparalleled vision and compelling commitment to excel and an untiring zeal to scale great heights in the area of education has resulted in ever-expanding Amity Universe, equipping the world with innovation and research-driven initiatives. Honorable Chancellor resonates with the theme Optimus at Optimum, interpreted as in pursuit of excellence, which brilliantly captures the most dogmatic situations can be solved with strong conviction, action, which is taken in the light of long-term human welfare. Honorable Chancellor, Dr. Atul Chauhan sir's knowledge and inspiration has always guided AMIMUN conference to excel. AMIMUN 2025 promises to be a highly reputable conference, and Honorable Chancellor offers his best wishes for the resounding success of the conference. Thank you, Honorable Chancellor, Dr. Atul Chauhan sir. For in pursuit of excellence, let us all brilliantly carve a niche, motivate, and dedicate efforts to making this world a better place to live in. And a ceremony transcends not just the repetition of the memorized words. A ceremony holds a significance, a unique significance for everybody who's a part of it. And we all today will be a part of one big ceremony which is going to take place on the stage now. The gavel ceremony, which resonates deeply and leaves a lasting impact. This is one ceremony where the gavel of authority is handed over to the people given the authority in AMIMUN conference. I now request Professor Dr. Sanjeev Bansal, Additional Pro Vice Chancellor, Amity University, Uttar Pradesh, to hand over the gavel of authority to Ms. Amishi Arora, Secretary General, AMIMUN 2025. I will now request Professor Dr. Lakshmi Ahuja, Chairperson, AMIMUN 2025, to hand over the gavel of authority to Mr. Jay Yadav, Director General, AMIMUN 2025 Conference, together with Additional Pro Vice Chancellor, Dr. Sanjeev Bansal, sir. This authority will also review the responsibility, and the gavel will strike down shortly. Thank you so much, everyone, for being a part of this gavel ceremony. It's said that real leadership is about transforming limitations into possibilities. With that note, it's our proud privilege to have with us Mr. Suzuki Takashi, Chief Director General of JETRO India, as our chief guest today. He joined JETRO in the year 1994 and has been in charge of bringing in smaller mid-sized companies as well as startups from Japan to numerous Asian countries, and has experience in overseas assignments including Nigeria, Belgium, Bangladesh, and many more. It is with great pride and honor that I now request our chief guest, Mr. Suzuki Takashi, Chief Director General, JETRO India, to address the gathering. Please welcome, sir, with a resounding applause.
Good morning, good day, everyone. and thank you for the kind introduction to me. My name is Takashi Suzuki. I'm head of JETRO India office. JETRO is for Japan External Trade Organization. We are the Japanese government organization dealing with the trade and investment promotion between Japan and all over the world. Here in India, we have 5 offices. Of course, one in New Delhi, I'm stationed, plus Ahmedabad office, Mumbai office, Bangalore office, Chennai office. Did I say 5? Yeah, we have 5 offices. And another thing I'd like to emphasize is that we have huge global network. We have almost 75 offices in the world in more than 50 countries. So I don't say our network is bigger than United Nations, but we have the global network. And our aim is to promote any business between Japanese companies and the foreign companies or even the foreign people. And maybe you were wondering why the Japanese government organization dealing with trade and investment here participate in Amity University AMIMUN'25 opening. Maybe I should explain you. You may know a number of Japanese companies in India. Do you have any idea? Can you imagine? We have now 1,400 Japanese companies here in India. And if we count all offices and factories, there are 4,900 offices and factories of Japanese companies in India. Do you think it's big number? Now, maybe it's not small number. But I must tell you, in China, there are more than 15,000 Japanese companies in China. So almost 10 times of the number of Japanese companies are already in China. So my mission is I would like to change the dimension. I would like to invite more and more Japanese companies to India. And those are Japanese companies we recruit the educated, good talent like you, and expand their business in India. And moreover, from India to the world. This is a kind of the Japanese business trend nowadays. On the other hand, I also a bit hesitate to tell you, but I must tell you about the kind of the gap of the relation between China and Japan and India and Japan. Can you imagine how many Indian students studying in Japan? It's 1,500 Indian students are studying in Japan. On the other hand, what about Chinese students studying in Japan? Can you imagine? It's more than 1 lakh Chinese students are studying in Japan. So I also would like to change this dimension. I would like you to study in Japan. I would like you to be interested in Japan more. That will create the further, expansion of our business relation between 2 countries. That's why I'm really honored to be here, meeting with the excellent young talent like you. And here I have my colleague, Ms. Jenny Gakar. Maybe you can stand up. He's in charge, and he's the window to Amity University. Now she's conducting the many projects, intellectual property topic, or even the Japanese anime contents promotion in the Indian market. And she's actually the expert on the Japanese anime. So if you are like a Japanese manga or something, you can contact her. That's my introduction to her. Yes. And yeah, again, it's a formal speech. Starting from now, it is a genuine pleasure to stand before you today at the inauguration of AMIMUN'25. I want to extend my heartfelt gratitude to Amity University to bring us together for this remarkable event. I understand AMIMUN'25 is not just a conference, it is a unique opportunity for all of you to engage in meaningful discussion about global issues that affect us all. The theme this year, I understand, Optimus ad Optimorum, or in pursuit of excellence, that encourages you to think beyond traditional boundaries and strive for innovative solutions. At ZETRO, we share a similar mission, fostering global trade, investment, and economic collaboration. We believe in empowering business through innovation, technology exchange, and knowledge transfer. We also believe in empowering talent, especially the vibrant talent found in India like you. We recognize that Japan is facing a significant shortage of talent. On the other hand, I know India is growing more and more. So we are very, very keen to interact with you. Japanese companies are eager to tap into India's rich pool of talent because they see your potential to drive innovation and contribute to global strategies of those are Japanese business. JETRO actively supports Indian talent aspiring to work in Japanese companies and Japan itself. We organize events where students can connect directly with Japanese firms. Last year alone, many students from India had the chance to showcase their talents and secure internships and job offers from leading Japanese companies. Working in Japan offers not just a job opportunity, but also the chance to engage with the cutting edge technology in a society that upholds high value. As you engage in debates over the next few days, I urge you to approach discussions with an open mind and a spirit of collaboration. And please remember, it's not just about presenting your ideas, but also about listening to others and finding common ground. And in closing, I applaud each of you for your dedication to addressing these critical issues. And thank you once again for this privilege. I wish you all an inspiring conference filled with enlightenment discussions and lasting opportunities and connections. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Dr. Ashok K. Chauhan, our founder president, sir, is present with us virtually. He sends us his wishes and is sure that in the most vibrant and exciting atmosphere of amity, AMIMUN'25 encourages the young delegates, brimming with refreshing enthusiasm and infectious energy, to immerse themselves in finding solutions to regional and international problems through intensive debates, diplomacy, and negotiations. Grounded in his dreams, he has always believed in the policy of lending one eye to vision and one eye to implementation.
Indeed, Founder President Sir always blesses us every time, every day, every moment. Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time that we now felicitate and honor our guest. In the same context, I'll now request Professor Dr. Lakshmi Ahuja, Chairperson AMIMUN 2025, to honor, welcome, and felicitate our guest of honor, Ambassador Ruchira Kamboj ma'am, former permanent representative of India to UN at New York, and former ambassador of India to Bhutan. I'll request Professor Dr. Sanjeev Bansal sir, Additional Pro Vice Chancellor, Amity University, to join in the felicitations, together with Dr. Vidisha Banerjee, Co-Chairperson, AMIMUN 2025. Thank you, ma'am, for gracing the occasion. Additional Pro Vice Chancellor, Amity University, Noida, and Madam Chairperson, AMIMUN, for doing the honors. Presenting Tulsi Saplings is a tradition of Amity University, showcasing how close we are to the Mother Nature and also showcases our green initiatives. All of our campuses are green across the globe. We also present to you this memento as a token of love and gratitude from AMIMUN 2025 conference. Thank you so much, Additional Pro Vice Chancellor Sir and Madam Chairperson Annie Amian for doing the honors. Thank you, Madam Ruchira Kamboj, for gracing the occasion. In the same breath, I'll request Additional Pro Vice Chancellor Sir and Madam Chairperson Annie Amian to felicitate and honor our guest of honor, Mr. Mohammad Abari, Second Secretary of Socio-Cultural Affairs at the Embassy of Guinea, New Delhi. Thank you so much, sir, for inspiring us with what Nelson Mandela once said, that I never lose. I either win or I learn. Thank you so much for the wonderful address. Presenting this Tulsi sapling is a tradition at Amity University, which shows how close we are to the Mother Nature. Presenting the shawl is a love and warmth from the entire organizing committee of AMIMUN 2025. And this memento is a token of a love and gratitude from the entire Amity family at AMIMUN Conference 2025. Thank you so much, Mr. Mohammad Abari, for gracing the occasion. In the same breath, I now request Additional Pro Vice Chancellor, Amity University, Chairperson AMIMUN 2025, and Co-Chair AMIMUN 2025, to felicitate and honor our Chief Guest for the day, Mr. Suzuki Takashi, Chief Director General, JETRO India. This day stands tall for us as we learn so much from each other. Thank you, Mr. Suzuki Takashi, for gracing the occasion. Additional Pro Vice Chancellor, Sir, and Chairperson AMIMUN 25 for doing the honors. This Tulsi sapling showcases that all our campuses are green across the globe. Today, Amity University is 12 universities in India with 16 campuses abroad. With more than 28 schools and preschools, we follow the ideals of our founder president, Dr. Ashok K. Chauhan, sir. The shawl symbolizes our warmth from the entire organizing committee, and this memento is a token of our gratitude from the entire organizing committee of AMIMUN 2025, the Amity family. Thank you so much, Mr. Suzuki Takashi, for gracing this occasion. Additional Pro Vice Chancellor, sir, for doing the honors together with Professor Dr. Lakshmi Ahuja, Chairperson AMIMUN 25, Dr. Bidisha Banerjee, Co-Chair AMIMUN 2025. In the same breath, I'll now request Faculty Organizing Committee, Dr. Neha Jain, and Mentor AMIMUN 25 Conference, Dr. Anil Sehrawat, sir, to felicitate Chairperson AMIMUN 2025, Dr. Lakshmi Ahuja, ma'am. Faculty Organizing Committee, to please felicitate Professor Dr. Lakshmi Ahuja, ma'am. She is the chairperson of AMIMUN Conference. I'll request the Faculty Organizing Committee, Dr. Priyanka Singh, together with Ms. Ritu Bhatnagar from the Office of Honorable Vice Chancellor, to felicitate Dr. Bidisha Banerjee, co-chair, AMIMUN 2025 Conference. This day wouldn't have been possible because of their relentless efforts only. We're seeing this day. Thank you, Lakshmi ma'am and Bidisha ma'am, for mentoring all of us. And in the same breath, I'll request Chairperson AMIMUN 2025 and Co-Chair AMIMUN 2025 to felicitate Ms. Amishi Arora, Secretary General, AMIMUN 2025, together with Additional Pro Vice Chancellor, Amity University, Uttar Pradesh. In the same breath, I'll request respected sir and ma'am to also felicitate Mr. Jay Yadav, Director General, AMIMUN 2025. I'll now request Ms. Ritu Bhatnagar from the Office of Vice Chancellor and Professor Dr. Lakshmi Ahuja ma'am, Chairperson AMIMUN and Co-Chair Vidisha Banerjee ma'am, AMIMUN, to felicitate and honor Professor Dr. Sanjeev Bansal sir, Additional Pro Vice Chancellor, Amity University, Uttar Pradesh, Noida. Thank you, sir, for always being with us, being our support, being our pillar of strength. We all feel so free to talk to you, and you always bless us, motivate us, and show us the way. A round of applause for Professor Dr. Sanjeev Bansal sir, Additional Pro Vice Chancellor at Amity University, Uttar Pradesh, Noida. For AMIMUN 2025 conference is not simply a conference with the broader theme of in pursuit of excellence. Let's together excel on our ways to gain more inner strength, wisdom, courage, strength, succor.
The end of one journey leads to the beginning of another. On this note, I now request Ms. Amrita Atre, Charge d'Affaires, AMIMUN 25, to present her vote of thanks. The best way to predict the future is to create it. These words resonate deeply with the essence of Model United Nations, where young minds gather to shape the leaders of tomorrow through dialogue, diplomacy, and cooperation. MUNs are more than just debates. They are incubators of global change makers, instilling in us the art of negotiation and fostering a spirit of international understanding. Honorable dignitaries, distinguished guests, respected delegates, and valued participants, I, Amrita Atre, the Charge d'Affaires, am honored to express my heartfelt gratitude at the inaugural session of 14th edition of Amity International Model United Nations. First and foremost, I extend a heartfelt gratitude to Ambassador Ruchira Kamboj, ma'am, for joining us as the guest of honor. Your impactful work and presence inspire us immensely. My sincere thanks to Mr. Mamadou Barry for gracing us as guest of honor and adding great value to this occasion. A special thanks to our chief guest, Mr. Suzuki Takashi, for honoring us with your presence and making this event truly memorable. I extend a heartfelt appreciation to Ms. Sanjana Chauhan for her exceptional support and dedication. All your words of wisdom guide us in understanding the ever-evolving landscape of diplomacy and leadership. A special acknowledgement to all our collaborators for your unwavering support, which has been instrumental in making this event possible. Diplomacy is not merely a profession, but a necessity in this evolving world. As Henry Kissinger once said, diplomacy is the art of restraining power. Diplomacy is the art of restraining power. In an era where differences often divide, the rise of diplomacy and political awareness among the youth can shape the future of not just our country, but of the world. Fostering leaders who advocate for cooperation over conflict, understanding over discord. Politics is undoubtedly an integral part of human life, yet it should never surpass the virtues of mutual respect and unity. As we engage in discourse over the 3 days of our conference, let us remember the words of Aristotle. It is not always the same thing to be a good man and a good citizen. May we, as future leaders, learn to strike that delicate balance. Our immense gratitude extends to our visionary leaders whose guidance continues to inspire us. To our honorable founder, president, and patron-in-chief, Dr. Ashok K. Chauhan, sir, for his dedication to fostering academic and diplomatic excellence. To our Honorable Chancellor and Patron, Dr. Atul Chauhan, sir, for his unwavering leadership and support. To our respected Vice Chancellor and Patron, Dr. Balwinder Shukla, ma'am, and to additional Pro Vice Chancellor, sir, Dr. Sanjeev Bansal, sir, for their insightful guidance and continuous encouragement. Thank you. A special vote of thanks to our esteemed chairperson, Dr. Lakshmi Ahuja, ma'am, to co-chairperson, Dr. Bidisha Banerjee, ma'am. Your leadership and belief in us have been a driving force behind this successful event. To the backbone of AMIMUN 2025, our core secretariat, the organizing committee, and every individual behind the scenes, I extend my deepest gratitude. Your resilience and dedication have ensured that this conference stands as a beacon of excellence. An enormous round of applause to our incredible teams, the marketing team for their strategic prowess, the design team for their artistic brilliance, the logistics team for their seamless coordination, and my hardworking operation OCs for ensuring that every detail falls into place. Your dedication and teamwork has been a driving force in carrying the grandeur legacy of AMIMUN conference. Lastly, I would like to thank my mom and dad who have been the unwavering light in my journey. Their constant support and encouragement have been the solid pillar upon which I stand today. To our passionate delegates and diligent reporters, not to forget, your enthusiasm and engagement bring our theme, Optimus et Optimorum, the pursuit of excellence, to life. This conference thrives on your commitment to meaningful discourse, and your contribution will undoubtedly leave a lasting impact in the world. As we conclude this inaugural session, let us carry forward the essence of diplomacy beyond these walls, beyond these boundaries. May we continue to build bridges of understanding, promote collaborations, strive for a world where dialogue triumphs over discord. Let AMIMUN 2025 be the catalyst for change, inspiring each one of us to embrace excellence in all our pursuits. Thank you, and let the journey of impactful decisions begin. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Amrita.
One of the most gratifying results of intellectual evolution is the continuous opening up of new and greater prospects. On this note, I request the Secretary General, Ms. Amishi Arora, to declare the Amity International Model United Nations 2025 open.
Thank you. Amidst the challenges of our world marked by conflicts, bloodshed, and global issues, there remains a beacon of hope, hope for collaboration, harmony, amity, enduring spirit of humanity and kindness. It is this hope that brings us together today. Hence, I, Amishi Arora, the Secretary General of AMIMUN 2025, declare this conference open.
As the gavel of authority passes on and also has stricken down by the Secretary General, we will always remember that there will come a time when you believe everything is finished because the gavel struck down. That will be the beginning, actually. We now come to the end of the inaugural session. I request all the delegates to move towards their respective committee venues. And the OC members, please guide them. We wish all a fruitful and enriching debating session. I would request all the members of the executive board, faculty members, to join up on the stage for a group photograph. Thank you so much, everyone. In pursuit of excellence, let's begin. AMIMUN 2025. All the delegates also, if you can, how to do this. If all the delegates can stand here, some can stand here on the stage. Let us see if all the delegates to the conference can also get clicked. Let's try. All the delegates also please come. Members of the executive board, all the delegates can stand down the main stage. Faculty members and EBs can join on the stage, up the stage. Let us do it this way. Yes. Thank you so much, everyone.